You are sitting at someone else's Thanksgiving table, and somehow the loneliness feels even louder. They are loud, messy, a little chaotic, and it hurts, because even this feels like something you no longer have. Not because your family was perfect, but because now, even imperfect belonging feels far away. And that is when the real question hits you. Did you walk away, or did you finally protect yourself? For people who are estranged from family, the holidays do not just bring nostalgia. They bring a decision. Sooner or later, someone asks the question you never know how to answer. So where is your family right now? You give the short version, because the real version is too heavy for small talk. And most people will never ask what happened long enough to understand it. Because people who cut off family are rarely the ones who stopped caring first. More often, they are the ones who tried for years to keep something alive. Estrangement sounds like a cold word, but living it feels anything but cold. It lives in the birthdays you do not call on, and the grief you carry without witnesses. It is the sudden ache of seeing someone who reminds you of a parent you had to lose while they were still alive. Sometimes it becomes the quiet pain of explaining to your own children why certain people are no longer in your life. And over time, you get tired of defending a decision you have already defended 1,000 times inside your own head. We live in a world that treats family as sacred, automatic, and untouchable. So when someone steps away, people assume selfishness long before they consider survival. Think of the person who kept showing up for years, hoping this time it would feel different. They kept going back because leaving felt like betrayal, and hope is one of the hardest things to surrender. And then one year, they finally did not go. The world did not end, but something inside them did. Because grief still came, just in a different shape. What researchers keep finding is that family estrangement is usually not one dramatic explosion. It is usually a long erosion, years of trying, years of hoping, years of being hurt in familiar ways. Conversations that went nowhere, apologies that never came, the same wound reopening in slightly different forms. Conversations that went nowhere, apologies that never came, the same wound reopening in slightly different forms. The pain of staying became heavier than the pain of leaving. That is not giving up. That is what it looks like when someone has carried enough. For the first time, they did not choose peacekeeping. They choose themselves. And that choice still hurt. Because people do not cut off family without mourning what should have been. They grieve the parent they needed, the sibling bond they wanted, the version of home they never really had. They grieve the ordinary version of family that seemed to exist everywhere except inside their own life. And the grief does not disappear just because the relationship did. But many people who step away from harmful family relationships describe something else too. For the first time in a long time, life felt quiet. Not numb, not cold, just quiet enough to hear their own thoughts again. If you carry guilt for choosing distance, remember this: guilt is not always proof you did the wrong thing. Sometimes guilt is proof that you cared deeply. And if this story felt personal, stay with Simply Human Psychology for more honest